Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Got another unboxing coming your way here. We're gonna do a walleye box for mystery tackle box. This is the Walleye Pro Box. I haven't done one of these before, and I don't fish as much walleye as I used to. But fishing walleye is where I started out. I didn't start out with bass. I started fishing walleye and pike and bluegills and perch and all that other good stuff, but I never lived in an area that we were close to bass. So bass wasn't my first target species. It was walleye. So we'll dive right into this, and we'll go through, and I'll kind of give you a little bit insight of what I would use and where I would use it, or how I've used them if I've used them already. You got the box full there, okay? I guess for the first one here. So this is the Lindy little guy. This is a 1.5 inch. What color we got? It's just chameleon. So this is it's hand tied with 36 inches of 14-pound fluorocarbon line, which is great because abrasion is resistant and it's gonna be pretty much invisible in the water. The walleyes aren't gonna get a chance to see it coming. And so the cool thing about these is it's a crawler harness. Okay, it's got two hooks. I will use a plastic on those sometimes. If you got a lot of perch biting on them, biting on the tails of your crawlers, I'll use a plastic. My favorite is by Impulse, and it's the jig worm. It's really only about like that long. It fits perfect. You nose hook it with the first hook, and then the second hook, tail hook it. So sometimes those walleyes will just nip at the tails too, and you'll get them on that hook. And you get the perch that bite on that hook. Yeah, you're going to catch those perch too, but you're also not going to be rebaiting as often. The other thing I really like about this guy is you can tell it looks a little bit different than your regular spinner, because it's technically not. It's not a spinner. Okay, what it is basically a crankbait combination. I don't even know how to explain, how to tell you guys, but it's pretty much like a small crankbait inline on a crawler harness, which is pretty neat. So you down there and it's just wobbling back and forth. No rattles in it though. You can hear that, no rattles. But these things do pretty good. They move water, and one thing about it that I like about the packaging here, so you see how it's wrapped around this white cone here, this little white puck, call it a puck. These things, they actually, I don't know if you can see it, there's little notches here. If you buy, like say, a handful of these, you can actually take them out of the package, and these white pucks will actually attach to each other there, which is pretty neat. So there we go, Lindy little guy. Next up, we got Optimum baits. This guy right here, chameleon color. What's with the chameleon colors? Sometimes walleye will eat bright colors. Chameleon color. This is kind of neat. It actually looks more of like a natural color. I don't really see much of the chameleon. Well, a little bit, maybe the shine, a little bit of the color change. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, this is a 3.5 inch, and pretty standard. You know, it's just a weighted swim bait, and this is going to catch fish. You know, walleyes. This will actually, you can actually throw this for bass too. Of course, pike will eat anything. So that's a good little bait to throw. All right, we've got a, looks like it's a jigging spoon, 1/2 ounce jigging spoon by Binks, and it's gold color. I don't use jigging spoons this big, so I can't really speculate on, my experience with them. But you can cast and wind these. You can cast them out, and sometimes you can put a little bit of like a minnow head on there. Just cast them out and just rip them up, and let them flutter down. Rip them up, and let them flutter down. And a lot of times, it's kind of like with jigging wraps. You rip it up, and then you let it come down to the water and you rip it up. And a lot of times when you're ripping it up, the walleye will pin that down to the bottom. And when they pin it down and you ripping it up, you're setting the hook right into the walleye. You know, they'll have it in their mouth, or sometimes it'll be like on their chin or something. You know, it'll be out, just on the outside of the mouth. But what they're doing is they're pinning it down. So you can do that with this guy. I can see that working pretty good. All right, next we got, I don't recognize this brand. It's Silver Scales, Scalas. Forgive me if I'm murdering the name, but there it is. There's the name of it right there. I don't know if you can see that. It's a jerk bait. Looks like it's got it's a white chartreuse jerk bait. Yeah, that's going to work really well for walleye. It looks like it's a shallow diver, probably maybe 2 to 5 feet or something like that. Does it say that on here? Maybe. I'm just guessing, just from the looks of it. It doesn't say. Well, you can tell by the looks of the lip. It's about a 2 to 5 foot depth diving jerkbait, and it's got 3 treble hooks on there. It's your standard jerkbait. It's gonna work for walleyes, smallmouth, largemouth bass, northern pike. These are pretty versatile. Good little bait. Next up, Big Bite Baits 3.8 Pro Swimmer. What color is that? This looks like it doesn't tell me. I'm blind. Probably blind. Okay, well, it looks like it's kind of like a white pearl with a little bit of a blue on top, blue tint. It's your ribbed, standard rib swim bait. Stick these on a jig and, you know, crank away. You know, toss it out there, slow roll it. You know, you can bring this, you can down on the bottom and then pull up and then, you know, let it come down to the bottom. You can slow roll it, slow reel it in, or burn it. Sometimes they want to. Sometimes they're down for a chase. Let's see here. Well, typically they will include stuff that you can pair together, and I'm not sure if this would be acceptable or not. But the next one on the list here is Walleye Nation Relations. They're Marble Eye Jigs, and this is a 3/8 ounce parrot color. It's got a little bait keeper down here, plastic bait keeper. You can put live bait on there too, of course. But what I was thinking about is you could maybe pair these together, but I don't know if that's, you could try it. I'm sure it'd probably work. I'm just not a fan of how short the shank is here, and that it's got a taper here, so your swim bait's not gonna, it's gonna look kind of funny. But I'm sure it'd still work. It looks like these are stand-up jigs too. I think it actually says it on here, but the jig's covering it up. So on the bottom of the jig, it's flat. So, and the nose is flat. So the nose comes down like this, and then it's flat on the bottom. So that's pretty neat. So it's a bottom style jig. Okay, last but not least, we have a Kalin's 3.8 Tickle Tail. And these are the sunny color. I'm going to take one out. It's kind of hard to see. These are really unique. I like these. I haven't had a chance to use them yet, but I think I'm going to. So this is a swim bait. It's got a little paddle tail. It's kind of like a finesse style swim bait, but look at all these appendages, small appendages on both sides of the bait. So it displaces some water, and you know, kind of like it. It looks like it's more of a green pumpkin top and like a translucent yellow on the bottom. Well, it looks like it's got gold and green flake. I'm not sure if you can see that. God, this looks like it would work pretty good for walleye and smallmouth. That's the Talons 3.8-inch tickle tail in the sunny color. And then, of course, with every box, normally, another decal, tree pounder, your card saying what's inside, the Dibble Fishing Tips and Tricks book, and your get the monthly spotlight card. So this one happens to be for the Optimum Original Swim Bait. And it gives details on what they feel like the best places to use it, areas of the lake. They also give you gear recommendations on the card here too at the bottom. Take that with a grain of salt. Use what you're comfortable with. Use what works for you. All right, well, that's going to do it for this Walleye Mystery Tackle Box Pro Box unboxing. Not subscribed to the Walleye box. I'm only subscribed to the Bass. But I wanted to get one to check it out. It's been a while. And I wanted to do you guys do an unboxing for you guys so you can get a chance to see, you know, what you might be faced with if you were to get a box yourself. Overall, pretty solid box, I'd have to admit. And then you get a crawler harness for, you guys who are trolling, whether you're using bottom bounces. I use a lot of bottom bounces. You can use inline weights too. Really weedy areas, it's good to use inline weights, but if it's that weedy, a lot of times I'm not going to be pulling crawler harnesses or spinners or anything like that. I'll probably get out a jig and plastic and throw that. Alright, well, thanks again for sticking around. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe. To the ones who have subscribed already, thank you. I really appreciate you. I appreciate the support and helping me grow this channel. Don't forget to hit that red notification bell so you're alerted whenever a new video pops up, whenever I post a new video. And we'll catch you on the next one.